Bravo, 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 Lakers. What an absolute steal this was for the Lakers today. If you don't know, Luka Doncic, Dallas Mavericks superstar, was traded today for Anthony Davis. And this move is shown as beneficial for both teams as Dallas gets better because Anthony Davis is healthy while Luka isn't, and they're in win now mode. But the Lakers have a player for the next decade. And we need to answer why this trade happened because Luka Doncic did not request a trade. Anthony Davis probably did not know he was getting traded. And it's funny because Anthony Davis and LeBron were begging for more help. And literally they were like, fuck you, Anthony Davis, go leave. That's what Rob Pelinka did today. And it was a great trade for the Lakers. Maybe the fit right now with LeBron and Luka isn't great, but they have their next franchise player who is the number one or number two player in the NBA for the next 10 years. Luka is only 25 in his mid 20s, right? Let me see how old he is. Luka Doncic he's 25 years old. And you have him for at least the next 10 years in his prime where his game isn't based on athleticism. This is a no-brainer for the Lakers. They're looking past when LeBron leaves in 2 years. Anthony Davis can't carry a team by himself, right? Anthony Davis can't. He's not good enough, but Luka Doncic showed last year he's good enough to carry with the right pieces. You could have a number 2 in the anti-Semitic Kyrie Irving. You could have a number 3 in PJ Washington. You just need 2 athletic bigs to play with him, like Derek Lively and Gafford. That's all you need to play with Luka. You don't need too much, and he'll take you to the finals. Anthony Davis has never proven that. Without LeBron, Anthony Davis has only shown to be, let's be honest, a loser. If you really think about it, let's go back to the Pelicans, swept by the freaking Warriors. He doesn't make the playoffs many years for the Pelicans. They had Eric Gordon, Tyreek Evans, Drew Holiday. They had a good team, and he couldn't get it done. So he's shown already as the number one guy, he's not good enough to be the best player to win you a championship, right? And Luka Doncic has shown you, I can get you there. I can get you to the big dance, to the finals. That's why the Lakers made this trade. That's why it's beneficial for the Lakers. Because in 2 to 3 years, when LeBron James retires, there is no chance in hell the Lakers are going to win if Anthony Davis is their number one player, especially because he'll be 34 years old at the time. Because he's 31 now. LeBron probably has 2 or 3 more good years left. And then, boom, he's 34. Then what? It's sayonara Anthony Davis at 36, where he's already been injury prone. And Luka, let's be honest about Luka too. Luka's injured right now. He has a calf strain. Okay? Luka has a calf strain, but he's been eating a lot in Dallas. He has the barbecue. I mean, if you showed a before and after of what they look like, he's kind of unrecognizable. Maybe gained 15, 20 pounds of fat. In LA, vegan lifestyle, maybe ride your bike along the beach. You lose about 15 pounds. You'd be back in great shape, Luka. Even though the extra weight kind of does help his game. But who else has got traded? Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris, Anthony Davis, Max Christie in a first, Jalen Hood-Schifino, gone. So why is it smart for Dallas to trade Luka? Dallas made the right decision trading Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic was going to explore free agency this year. The Miami Heat, I'll show it right here. The Miami Heat were showing huge interest in signing. They're showing huge interest in signing Luka Doncic, right? They didn't want to pay Jimmy Butler. That's why Jimmy Butler hasn't been paid, because they want to get max contracts for Luka. And Pat Riley doesn't understand that free agency really isn't a thing anymore. It's not 2010. You have to trade for players. That's how you do it. And they were trying to get rid of Jimmy Butler because Jimmy Butler didn't want to play because he wanted an extension and they felt disrespected. And they tried to go for the Luka sweepstakes. And Lakers said, fuck you and your Luka sweepstakes. We're going to have him here. And Dallas Shams reported it. Dallas is the one that even offered the Lakers this trade. And it's so beneficial for both teams, right? It's so beneficial for both teams. So Dallas knows that Luka was going to test free agency. They didn't want a chance to lose him. They have a good team already. Their team is with PJ Washington, with Kyrie Irving, with Gafford. Lively's going to come back from injury. Klay Thompson, Spencer Dinwiddie. They have a good team, right? They have Quentin Grimes, and now you add Anthony Davis. So you get bigger in the front court with PJ Washington as your small forward now, a 6'10 guy. Anthony Davis, a 7-footer, 6'11 guy. Derek Lively, a 7-footer. Gafford, a 7-footer. That's how you win games now. And the Mavericks did that because they can win now. They have a good 2 or 3 years, a 2 or 3 good championship window to win. And only time will tell for Mavericks if they won this deal or not, because the Lakers 100% won this deal. They got the number 1 or number 2 player right now in the NBA, but they have him for the next decade if he resigns. He's going to resign. Obviously, the Lakers aren't just going to trade for him without verbal knowledge that Luka Doncic is going to resign with them. So 100% won this trade. But if Mavericks get a championship out of it, they can't be mad either, because Luka hasn't won them a championship, and you're going to be happy with winning one, because that's more than many teams have not done. So that's basically it. I don't understand why people are saying that the Lakers lost this trade. The Lakers 100% won this trade. This is a great trade for the Lakers. Um, don't don't be worried about Luka's fit with LeBron. It's going to be Luka's team. Luka is going to be the best player on the team. He's going to be the best player on the team already. He's better than LeBron right now. But LeBron has to fit in with Luka and how he wants to, because I guarantee you Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss, they're going to be jerking Luka off underneath the table and say, whatever you want. If you want to trade LeBron, if you want me to release LeBron, if you want me to amnesty LeBron, we're going to do it, because you're our guy for the next 10 years. And we'll do whatever you want to make you happy. And that's just what it is. You can't be upset. You can't be upset if you're a Laker fan that you got Luka. Oh, the mesh of Luka and LeBron, is it going to work? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. LeBron will learn how to fit in with Luka, because Luka is the best player. He's the best player on the Lakers right now, currently. And in the next 2 or 3 years, when LeBron's about to retire, he's going to still be the best player. Luka will. And in 10 years, Luka will still be there, and LeBron will be making shitty movies in Hollywood again. So that's just what it is. Anthony Davis, he might re-sign with the Dallas Mavericks. Who knows? But they did that obviously to win in the next 2 years, 3 years, because that's when Kyrie Irving's still late in his prime. I don't know if he's really in his prime, but he's late in there. He's getting older. Klay Thompson's obviously not in his prime anymore, but they signed him to a nice contract. They have PJ Washington, who's in his prime, Lively, who's young, Gafford, who's young, but then you have to have Anthony Davis, who's in his prime, and you guys need to make that mesh, because Anthony Davis is probably the best available player to get that was tradable. I mean, who else could you have gotten? I mean, Anthony Davis, when he's playing, is a top 6 player in the NBA. He's just that good. And you can't really undersell that. So I'm expecting both teams to win. Mavericks, if you don't win this year, I mean, it's on the table for you guys. I mean, who else? I don't know who else can freaking compete with you guys this year, right? See what else Shams has said recently, huh? The Mavericks approached the Lakers recently and offered Luka Doncic, sources tell ESPN. Lakers brass men believe the 25-year-old Doncic has the ability to face their franchise for the next decade while giving Anthony Davis a win now move in Dallas. Exactly what I said. This is what it is. If Luka Doncic would have walked, you Dallas Mavericks would have lost a generational player like the Cavaliers did with LeBron in 2010 in the decision. They would have lost that sort of type of player, and the Dallas Mavericks front office couldn't afford that. So they're like, okay, we got to trade for Anthony Davis. And that's a smart move. Both teams won the trade, but Lakers 100% won this trade. Regardless of outcome, if Mavericks win a championship or not, Lakers still won this trade. You get Luka Doncic, the best player or the second best player in the NBA for the next 10 years, wearing a Lakers purple and gold, and that's what matters, right? So Laker fans, be happy. I don't give a fuck if Austin Reeves isn't getting the ball anymore, right? I don't care that Jackson Hayes, your starting center now. They'll find players. Maxi Kleber is a really good player, spaces the court out, which is what you need. Now, think about it. You have a guy, you have in their death lineup, you have Luka Doncic, ball handler, Austin Reeves, LeBron, Dorian Finney-Smith, Kleber, or you can put Vanderbilt. You can have multiple different big wings that play. That's why I like the Clippers so much because the Clippers have big wings and can play. But anyways, that's another story. Lakers will figure it out. They'll probably trade for a big. If not, the Lakers team is fine. If Luka is healthy, the Lakers are obviously probably not worried about winning a championship in the next 2 or 3 years. It would be great if they do, and they're obviously in championship mode, win now mode. But if they don't, it's fine too because they got their next guy for the next 10 years, and that's all that matters. Anyways, this is my first reaction to the big news of the trade. Both teams won it. Don't be mad. Don't be sour. Have a good one. Like and subscribe, please. Thank you.